Hey, I'm TJ Schwanke and welcome to Outdoor Quest TV. And on today's episode, we're going somewhere a whole lot warmer than it is here right now. We're headed to one of our favorite bow hunting spots in South Africa, and we're going to be hunting with Theron African Safaris. You know, when you go on a bow hunt, for me, one of the biggest challenges is decide what bow I want to take and what poundage I want to shoot. And I'm a big believer in shooting lower poundage bows. I think people shoot them better. And my go-to bow is a 60-pound bow. Now there's times when heavier bows are warranted. And one of those would be when you're shooting big animals with heavier arrows. You know, when you're shooting long range is also another time. But a third time that a lot of people don't think about is when speed matters. And on today's episode, speed definitely matters. We're hunting Impala. And Impala are one of the smaller plains game animals in Africa. But they can duck a string like no animal I've ever seen before. You know, we're going to be shooting 30 yards max and probably closer to 20 yards. But today I'm going to be shooting my Evoke 35, and it's a 70-pound bow. And I'm shooting my Kill and Sticks ventilators, and they're a lighter weight arrow, and I'm going with a 100-grain broadhead on those. So I'm gaining about 30 feet per second over I would with my 60-pound bow, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it gives me that 1 or 2 extra feet that arrow travels before that Impala ducks. You don't believe that's important? You need to watch today's episode. Then on the second half of today's show, we've got a real surprise for you, but you're gonna have to stay tuned to see what it is. Well, we're all settled into the blind first morning here with Theron African Safaris, and we're on a water hole, and there's not much water left in it, but there's not much water around here, so the animals will keep coming here. And they've got salt here as well, so hopefully, you never know what we'll see here. There's zebra, kudu, eland, impala, and I missed a big warthog here last year, so maybe he'll come back. Got an older Impala ram coming in, but he's it's still early, first day here, so I think we're just gonna wait for see what else comes in. Hopefully it's not a mistake. I got a little redemption to do at this point. So beautiful ram though. For us, the kill does not define the hunt.
For us, the hunt is about the journey. Join us
on our journey. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Sacco and Tika Firearms, demand perfection. Zeiss, we make it visible. Loa Boots, simply more. Silver Willow Taxidermy, see the difference. Closed captioning provided by Deluxe Wall Tents, made in Canada for Canadian conditions. Right there. Kudu bull. Young, yeah, very young. Look at the size difference between the Impala and the kudu, though. It's amazing. He really wants to get shot, that kudu. He just keeps stretching out. Just gonna grab my bow. I don't know what, I've shot hundreds of animals with the rifle, but every time with the bow, it's just nerve-wracking. But it was a great morning. We've had rhinos in. We had an Impala come in. It was a nice, old, mature ram, but we knew we could do a little bit better. So you said, maybe let's wait and see what else comes in. It's only 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, 10:45.
Yeah, exactly. So these Impala are terrible for jumping the string, so I really didn't want to shoot over 20 yards. So he came into 22, and I held really low on him. I kind of waited till he was stretched out a bit too, because they have a harder time jumping then. And I saw the arrow hit, and I think, to me, it looked perfect.
It looked perfect. I think that's going to go hard.
Yeah, I think so too. So
Absolutely.
we kind of waited about 15 minutes, and we're just going to kind of go look where the Impala was standing and see if the arrow's there, and kind of make a decision from there what we're going to do. So I think I can actually see the arrow sitting right up there. So yeah, look at the blood.
Yeah, this is where we're standing.
Yeah, perfect.
Standing nicely.
Yeah.
Pulling away. On the impact, there was already blood. Arrow looks nice.
That's my favorite color arrow right there. Blood colored. So you can see the broadhead expanded and complete pass through. Blood colored killing sticks. Only available in Africa. So we followed in blood here for about 30 or 40 yards, and you see a dead Impala over there. So let's go take a look at him. He didn't go far at all. Just a beautiful, beautiful ram. Holy, gorgeous. You see he's just been starting to rub here a little bit. We'll get him set up a little better for you and show you our first bow kill in Africa this trip. Well, Yanni, we had him recovered just after 10 o'clock in the morning on the very first day here, so I think hunting's been okay.
Yeah, it's been absolutely great. I told you it's going to be before 10,
Yeah.
right at 10 o'clock, and yeah, we got this Impala, this nice looking Impala. I'm very happy with it.
Shooting the 70-pound Evoque 35 here from PSE, and I mean, you don't need a 75-pound bow for these little guys, but just having that extra speed is nice because they can duck that string so fast. So, I mean, it's not the poundage we're looking for at this point, it's speed really matters. And shooting the Kill and Sticks ventilator here, so it's a lighter weight arrow as well. So I was all about speed on this trip. We're not hunting any really big animals where you need those heavy arrows for the penetration. In this case, it's kind of beating them jumping the string. And that poor kudu didn't know what happened, did he?
Oh no, that kudu was still standing there after the shot. As soon as we start speaking a bit louder, then he actually just went away. So he didn't know what's going on. That arrow just went through this Impala, nothing, you know, so I'm happy.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And this is just the start of 4 days, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a good 4 days if it starts like this.
And you bet. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Defense Aerosols, Bear Spray for when your life depends on it. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine. Midland Radio's communication for every adventure. Wow, didn't I tell you Impala could duck a string? Now in the second half of today's episode, we're staying with Theron African Safaris, but we're going to be hunting with Sherry, and she was one of our contest winners when we gave away that safari last year. This is what turns out to be one of the most unexpected hunts we've ever been on. So when we left the lodge this morning, Sherry, you had warthog in mind?
I did, yeah.
And, what do you have in mind now?
It's kind of changed to giraffe, as you mentioned that yesterday, that might be on my list as well, but I've taken it a little more seriously now that we found a really nice dark contrasted one. He's gorgeous in color, so we found him already, but they kind of snuck off into the bush, so we're going to try to get a closer look and potentially take a giraffe today. Go try another stalk on the giraffe. They're way harder to get than I thought they would be. They're really fast.
They want to go back to the other one. They saw the opportunity now.
Yeah.
We were on this side. Now they're just going to go.
The amount of ground they can cover
It's amazing.
in one stride is unbelievable. Okay, so we've come to a different area to try to get closer to another one. The other bull knew something was up. So they were getting pretty spooky. It was getting pretty hard to get close to them. So we've come to a different area and we've just spotted a really nice older bull. He's got really nice contrast in his colors. So we're just going to attempt to stalk up to him right now.
Looks like you're packing a bigger gun. So.
Yeah, we switched it up a bit.
375 H&H?
Yes.
Should do the job. Sure, all those people back in North America that think giraffe hunting is like hunting a tame animal?
It's absolutely not. I thought the same thing up until today, basically. They look docile until you get out of the vehicle, and then they are as wild as any other plains game that's here. This is a way bigger challenge than I expected it to be. Yeah, they're pretty skittish. They're way more skittish than I ever thought they would be. I've been here twice before, and every time I saw them, they were just standing in the trees. I figured, why would anybody even want to pursue that? That would be too easy. Well, I'm eating my words today because it's not easy at all.
This segment is brought to you by Stony Creek Hunting Gear. It's in the blood.
For more information on the exclusive bow hunting opportunities offered by Theron African Safaris, check out their website at theronafricansafaris.co.za. They've been conducting safaris in South Africa and numerous other African countries since 1999.
Nice, very nice. Reload, reload. Wait a second. I lost the lead of that one.
Yeah, it's the back one.
Safety. Okay, let's go. Good job. Look at all this. What did you just think?
I just shot a giraffe.
What a beautiful dog too. It's huge. Well done. Well done.
Thanks. Oh my gosh.
Wow, wow.
This is so cool. I'm gonna set this up here.
Look at this.
And this
Look at
is,
his head.
oh my god, he's huge.
Hey? I won't even be able to lift it. You see? How beautiful is that?
That is so pretty. I love how dark his spots are.
Oh, yeah. This is the perfect bull. We couldn't have asked for better. I'm so happy for you. We worked all day for this.
Yeah, literally
And
all day.
luckily this guy gave us the opportunity and you made an excellent shot. I mean, you can see it clearly. That's where you want the shot, and I'm really proud of you, and I'm proud of us, this team. We worked hard for this, and well done.
It's been a great day 3. We're on a roll.
Yes.
Thank
We
you
are.
so much.
No problem. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.
This was fun. It was different. I've never done anything as far as exotic animals go. This is the biggest animal I've ever shot, hands down.
It's going to take a long while
Yeah.
before you
Oh,
shoot something
I
bigger than
probably will never beat this. It's just,
Well, Sherry, it takes a village to get a giraffe up to take
Does it
pictures
ever?
of it.
that's a lot of people to make this happen. So
This is amazing. So, this is a pretty amazing hunt. I think everybody in North America that has never been to Africa thinks giraffes are these big docile animals that just stand around and are so easy to shoot. It's not true.
No, not at all. I mean, we worked all day to get a giraffe today. We were busy from this morning. We wanted a specific one, and yeah, he got away, but luckily we got a very nice looking animal, and it was a very hard hunt, and I think it was a good job, well done.
thank you.
Well, it's pretty amazing. You know, it's definitely an iconic African animal, and I think most people just don't know what's involved in the hunt, and now you do.
Yeah, I'd like to take back how easy I thought it was earlier.
We definitely worked with him today. But you know, giraffes are like any other animal. They need managing. And there's just a limited amount of food around here. And this is a great one to take out. This is a big, old bull. With taking him out, it's going to make room for some younger bulls to come in and spread their genes now. So, I mean, this truly is a conservation hunt. I mean, people that think, you know, we shouldn't shoot giraffes really have no concept of what happens over here. You know, there's no different than managing whitetails at home. You're kind of a bit lost for words, aren't you?
I am. I don't know what to say right now.
We'll have all the contact information at the end of the show if you'd like to do this hunt yourself. And as the sun sets, we better get some pictures taken.
We better, yes.
All right, cool. Congratulations again. Outdoor Quest TV is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.